traveling during immigration processing? Yes or no?
Greetings, I am attorney Edwin Fogam. Today I want to answer a question that many of our clients and others have been asking or would like to know what to do. Can I travel out of the United States while my application or petition is still pending? That is the question. It depends. It depends on many things. It depends on your current status at the time you are thinking of traveling. Let me touch on a few types of applications to give you an idea of how this works. For example, adjustment of status. While your I-485 application is pending, you may be able to travel if you obtain a travel document by filing an I-131. But you have to be careful because it depends what your status was prior to filing adjustment of status. If you were out of status and you are adjusting your status as an immediate relative, which allows you to do so, even if you were out of status, going out can endanger your process. But if you had valid status, some non-immigrant F1 or something like that, it could make sense. You can also look at the situation from a consular processing perspective, which is important. What about DACA and TPS recipients? Now, these are categories that can obtain advanced parole and travel, but it's still risky in some cases because if you were out of status prior to traveling and you are not allowed in, you may have a problem. There are also some employment-based situations where you can travel while the petition is pending. For example, an I-140 petition, employment-based visa that is filed for a foreign national who is working in the United States in another non-immigrant status, such as H-1B, or they may even be an F1 student. They may be able to travel using those other status to go in and out of the United States, but they have to notify USCIS that this is the current status they are in. How about asylum? Asylum is tricky because you can ask for permission to travel while your asylum application is pending, but it can be very risky because many times most asylum applicants applied when they had no status. So going out without having had your asylum adjudicated and approved may make it, or you may find it very difficult to come back in. If you had entered in another status that was still valid, say F1, F1 or H1, and you are seeking asylum and you filed timely, you may be able to obtain advanced parole because you have not, and go out and come back because you may not have incurred a period of overstay. But you have to look into this very carefully. What about people in removal proceedings? In most cases, in almost every case, it is very dangerous to travel while you are in removal proceedings. You can seek extraordinary requests to travel, but remember that each time you are re-entering, you're coming back to the United States, it is a new admissibility situation. And at that point, an overzealous officer can look into your records and bring out things or circumstances or periods of overstay. So it is always very cautious. It is always very important to be cautious when you look into the possibility of traveling. If you have questions or you would like us to explain some of these to you, feel free to contact us. 301-608-1555. You can also send us an email to info@fogamlaw.com. And always remember, don't fear the system, understand it, work with it, and benefit from it. We can help you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a review in the comments.